Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Kelly. This is April Floss Tube, April 2026. I will go through the usual projects. I'm filming at the moment mid-April just because I have peace and quiet, but I'll film more later on and you'll see it all at the end when I put it all together. The acrostic, April projects, a small sal, not too much going on this month, but I do have stuff to show you. Now, I'll start with It's Halloween Night because that was the first acrostic for this month. For ending of March, beginning of April, I believe it was something like the 28th to the 4th, and it was for the first I in British Columbia. So, the first I in British. But it's kind of big. So, I'm going to put the mock-up and what it looked like at the end of March before I started the acrostic stitching. You'll be seeing that roundabout now. And then I'll back up and I'll show you it a little bit better just because it's starting to get larger. Okay, there it is. I'm kind of doing typewriter method across the top, but I did go down into the moon to check the detail. I think it looks good. So what I've done recently is work on down here just to kind of get this all in a similar fashion. I'll go across this row, which approximately to grid line 40-ish, and finish up the moon, and then I'll keep going that way and bring this down and just carry on that way. Get you a bit closer. This is a piece of antique white Ada I had. I think it's 16 count. Not that it matters that much. You probably didn't see this since my February floss tube. So for the stats people, back then I had 2,832 stitches and 7.08%. It now has 3,601 stitches and 9%. This is the small chart from Stitches So Beautiful. It has 40,000 stitches. The artist is Eder Jose Rosa. Looking pretty good so far. I think that looks like a spooky moon. I'm going to show you the second acrostic prompt because all that stitching is completed. By the way, if you hear ambient noise, the window's open right there beside me because it's a nice day. And Ferris is sitting there watching, I don't know, birds or something. But if he barks or sees anything, you know why. So, 3 Wise Men. That was the T in British Columbia. From this old magazine. You will see this again for another acrostic prompt, but I haven't done the stitching yet. So, the chart looks vaguely like that. I was concentrating on getting the Wise Men themselves finished. I do have a previous photo. It would have been end of December, probably because I haven't touched it since then. But I took a picture of everything back then. So, let me just get it on the board properly here. That's what it looks like right now. I did complete all the stitching on the Wise Men. Excuse me. This is Stormy Gray Jobelin, I'm pretty sure. And I did a little bit more of the border. So as I carry on, I'll do more border, and there's quite a lot of back stitch all through here too. That'll make it pop out, look like something. But you can definitely see they look like Wise Men right now. I'll come a little bit closer. And there's Ferris looking out the window. So if you've seen my floss tube videos before, you know that I do like holiday stitching, I guess you could call it, for days of the month. So Halloween-y themes on the 13th and the 31st, and Christmas themes on the 25th of each month. So I was working on spooky season a bit the last few months. And I'm going to leave it for now, so I want to show you. Also, because April doesn't have a 31st anyway, so I can't do any stitching. So, there we go. Now, at some point here, I'll show you what it looked like before, because I don't think you've seen it on my channel since back in the fall when I first started it. So, I'll put a mock-up and a before here somewhere, as I've been talking to you. And I think I can show you here. It's not that big yet, but we're getting there. So lately I've been working on this panel with the big web, and there's a bow coming in. I did a live stream with this. I forget when. the 10th, I think. Go closer. So I was working down to kind of this row here. So next time I pick it up, I'll take this panel down to this row. I think that's 60. Yes, down to row 60. Like, bring the stitches down there. So this is kind of typewriter method. Like, pick a symbol that's up here and just work it down. Pick a symbol down here, work it down. Same over here. There's a ghost comes in down here, so I want to kind of get down and start finding him. But let me give you the stats for the people that like stats. Because right now, consult my paper, it is 3,268 stitches and 14.98%. No, I didn't quite get 15%. Close, though. So there you go. I'll go back a little closer. I think the bat looks pretty cool. There's a cat in this one, I think, and then the other one, there's tombstones here. Let me get that fabric out of the way so you can see it a bit. There. They don't look like much yet, though. So, that's it for now. Oh, hi, Ferris. Okay. I gotta go look out the window again. I've gone back to this book for Is There Honey Still for Tea? It's in the August section. It looks kind of like this. Just a small, quick one. Will be a good size to be a magnet. And I'll show you what I got done. It's not a lot. I don't have a lot of time. So, I used this scrap piece. I think it's Cream Ada. Maybe Off-White. No, I think it's cream, actually. I just use up my little bits and bobs when I have a small project. So this is the top corner. Eventually, this doesn't look like much. It's going to be a honeycomb border, but I have to do the back stitch on it first to make it actually look like honeycomb. The color washes out when I get closer, but it's definitely cream or Off-White. It's not white at all. And it was a big enough piece. Pretty sure it's 14 count. I think it'll be cute. Find some fun fabric to put on the back of it. Some of you may remember that I have talked about my friend Nicola. Her channel is called Nicola, Simply a Stitcher. I will link that in the description box. And she has a Facebook group. So once a month, she puts out a prompt sal for anybody that wants to interpret it how they like and want to join in. So for April, that prompt was flowers and showers. I don't really have much of my projects that have flowers on them, except for the lavender project. So I got a bit more in. Just a moment, let me get it on the board. Right around. I cannot remember when I showed it to you previously, but at that time I had all of this done here. So I've been working on more clumps of lavender. This is 28 count Lugana, and I'm stitching 2 over 2. I find it easier to stitch the clumps and then put the back stitch in nearby underneath. It's easier for it to show up so I can see what I'm doing. So this is just started. I have to finish it. There's another one over here, and then there's like 3 more up here. There's 4 colors in each lavender clump and 3 different greens. And it's from this book that has all kinds of fun motifs and handy projects in it. I've had it for ages. Maybe you can find it on Amazon or used bookstore. Possible. Just 2 more to show. Today's the 28th. I've got peace and quiet while my husband's taking the truck in. I went back to this book for the last acrostic, or this magazine I should say. It's Making Spirits Bright. It was up until the 25th of April. It will look something like that. Sorry about the glare. It's hard to do on a magazine page. Kind of, yes. Anyway, it's a rustic tree. You get the idea. And I do have a reasonable amount done. This is 25 count mushroom Lugana. And yes, I'm doing it 2/1. It's working out pretty good. I finished off the lettering. And I'm working on these little, like, looks like a quilt, sort of. I haven't finished the tree yet. And there's like a stack of presents comes down here. And there will be a border all around it, too. We'll get to that eventually. I'll back off. That's a better color representation. It washes out too close. I started a small angel project, and she kind of straddles the acrostic because I'm still working on her this week, so it's end of April, beginning of May. Back to the angel book. And she's a Christmassy one back here. Hold on. There's not a mock-up or anything, but that's what the chart kind of looks like. There's some other ones on the other page, but I'm doing her with the rosy kind of pink gown. I'm not using the nasty DMC metallic that they call for. I'll dig through my Krynics and find something that'll work. But in the moment, I'm stitching this little area of her gown between where her sleeve is and the beginning of the harp. So that area right there, I started in the middle. And I will put a few more stitches into her coming up this week. And that is why she's just in the hoop here. Make sure, yeah, that's the right way. This is a piece of 28 count white Lugana, and she's 2/2. That green area is the inside part of her sleeve. And the gold metallic will go in those stitches right there. And the harp starts right there along that side. And that is all I have for you this month. We'll see what May brings.